Yo! What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team SamRax1 here. Happy Monday! Guys, it's Monday. Today I'm coming at you guys with an awesome top tier, god tier hero deck profile post Burst of Destiny. Heroes has just went from 0 to 100. This deck is insane because of one card and one card only. And he, in my opinion, is better than Dragoon. Hot take, baby. Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer is now out. He's gonna take over the entire format. And with heroes, getting access to this card makes the deck 100,000 times better. And I'm telling you right now, be prepared to see heroes at locals, regionals, and even YCS, because this deck is not a sleeper deck no more. Dark Law, Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer, come on! In this video, not only will I be showcasing you guys the deck profile, but I want to showcase you guys some cool bread and butter combos that you guys must know when it comes to playing this deck post Burst of Destiny. Last but not least, before we jump straight into the video, guys, today is the last and final day to get your limited edition Darkest Phoenix playmat. Make sure you guys get it today in the link down below at tx1.com. What are you guys waiting for? Click the link down below. Last day, last chance. Once it's gone, it is gone forever. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I won't waste any more of your time. Without further ado, let's start with a brand new top tier hero deck profile. Alright guys, let's begin. Alright guys, start with the monster real quick. We're gonna play, of course, the best hero monster in the deck is triple copies of Vision Hero Vion. This card is absolutely incredible. It dumps any hero monster directly from your deck to the graveyard, and also at the same time, it banishes the hero to search a polymerization directly from your deck to your hand. The reason why Vion becomes one of the most integral combo pieces in your entire deck, and it's one of the best starter cards for this variation, is the fact that it gets you access to one card, Predator Planet Verde Anaconda. Once you get access to Anaconda, you get access to the brand new Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, and that card is absolutely insane for heroes, right? So I think moving forward, especially post Burst of Destiny, Vision Hero Vion will just outshine Stratos, in my opinion. So this card is so good. You must play 3 copies of Vion in your deck. Next, we're gonna play 3 copies of Vision Hero Ferris, one of the best extenders in the entire deck. Gets you started with all your combo plays, and ultimately, it helps you get access to Vision Hero Vion. Next off, of course, only 1 copy of Vision Hero Increase. Same logic with playing 3 Brilliant Fusion and 1 Garnet. I never want to see this card in my opening hand, and like I said, the deck doesn't require you to draw Ferris to play the game, right? Because you have Fusion Destiny, and Fusion Destiny alone, post Burst of Destiny, can combo off all on its own. So if you open up with Increase and Fusion Destiny, you can still combo off, and this card can obviously recur itself from the graveyard anytime damage is taken, which is still really good. But the fact that this card kind of acts like a Garnet, I don't want to see multiple copies of this card in my opening hand, or I don't ever want to draw it. With a 40 card deck and a 5 card opening hand, you have a 12.5% chance on drawing Increase if you're playing 1 copy. I believe if you're playing 2 copies in the deck, you have like 22 point something percent of drawing Increase in your opening hand. So I obviously don't want to do that. I don't want to ever draw this card. For every 100 games, you're going to see probably 10 hands where you have the Increase in your hand if you're only playing 1 copy, right? That's way better than just doubling my odds while I play 2 copies of Increase in my deck, in my opinion. So Increase is still really good nonetheless, but I don't think you need to play 2 copies of it in the deck. Next off, of course, double copies of Element Hero Stratos. Card's still amazing. It's not as great as Vion because this card doesn't search polymerization. Vion in itself is essentially a Stratos because Vion dumps Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist searches anything. But the fact that Vion becomes a 2-in-1 makes it way better than Stratos, especially post Burst of Destiny, right? This card's still really great. You can revive it off Liquid Soldier to just search or pop stuff. And remember, guys, not only does it search, but it pops 1 trap cards on the field, so you can easily get rid of Floodgates, which is absolutely phenomenal. And still getting access to Stratos, that means that have access to, of course, Mass Hero Blast, which can help get rid of more back rows as well, which is pretty good. So double copies of Stratos, really good. Next, we're gonna play, of course, double copies of Element Hero Shadow Mist. Really good card. Essentially, Stratos in a deck paired off with Vision Hero Vion, really amazing. And if you special summon Shadow Mist from your graveyard, you can easily get access to Dark Law on the very first turn, which is amazing. And next off, for your 1-ofs, you want to play 1 Liquid Soldier and the 1 Honest Neos to round off all the Elementary Hero monsters you're playing in this deck right here. Honest Neos is obviously great for OTKs and great for protecting your hero monsters, and Liquid Soldier is a mini Greystone Charity and also a Monster Reborn in the deck. So 1-in-1. Next off, of course, your Destiny Hero package, double copies of Malicious. Oh my god, this is where it gets sick. You want to play, of course, 1 copy of Destiny Hero Denier. This card is insane. If this card is normal under special summon, you can take 1 of your Destiny Hero monsters from your deck, graveyard, or that is banished, and place it on top of your deck. So you basically have 3 Mallies in the deck now, because the first Mallie that you banish, you get to place on top of your deck with Denier's effect. If you have a Destiny Hero monster on your field or in your graveyard, other than Destiny Hero Denier, you can special summon this card from your grave. This card is ridiculous, and this is obviously a once per duel effect. Imagine you keep recycling this card's ability. That would have been ridiculous. In a hero-based deck, Denier becomes insane, and it's one of the most important pieces in your combo deck. Card is so good. Helps you get access to your third Malicious without a third Malicious, if you guys know what I mean. And the fact that this card just puts 2 bodies on the board to get you access to Cross Crusader is absolutely insane. So you won Denier, and last but not least, of course, you won Destiny Hero Plasma to round off for all the Destiny Hero monsters you're playing in the deck. Plasma becomes super duper strong in this variation of the deck because Fusion Destiny is a 1-card Phoenix Enforcer and also a Plasma because Denier exists. And you guys will see that combo near the end of the video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Next off, of course, you're going to play triple copies of Fusion Destiny. This card is insane. The best starter card in your entire deck. If you don't open up with Ferris, you want to open up with Fusion Destiny and vice versa. This card is insane, guys. I can't wait to showcase you guys a combo near the end of the video. And the fact that Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer now exists makes this deck 100,000 times better. So triple copies of Destiny. Next off for your fusions, of course, triple copies of Mass Change. Helps get you access to one of the best floodgates in the game, which is Dark Law. Summon Dark Law and Destroyer, you basically just win the duel. Next off, of course, the 1 Miracle Fusion. Helps you get access to Escarado. Escarado is a dark elemental hero monster, which you can easily summon under Fusion Destiny. A lot of people try to cheat with that. Once you activate Fusion Destiny, you can't use Miracle Fusion to summon cards like Sunshine or Absolute Zero because Fusion Destiny locks you into darks, right? So Miracle Fusion can help you access to Escarado and all your other good elemental hero monsters like Absolute Zero, obviously. So Miracle Fusion is very nice. And obviously the 1 Polymerization to round off for all the fusion spells you're playing in the deck. Last but not least, for your search cards, of course, 1 hero lives. You draw this card, you win the duel. This card is so good. And the 1 Reinforce of the army. I cut out E-Call completely. I don't think it's needed in the deck at all, especially post Burst of Destiny. I feel like Stratos isn't like the best starter in the deck anymore, right? So you don't need to max yourself on playing E-Call. You can play 1 if you want to, but I decided to just cut it out for more space for other awesome cards, right? So, of course, the 1 Foolish Burial, I decided to put this in because your opponent stops any part of your combo, you can throw Foolish and Foolish cards like Denier and stuff like that to just extend your combo plays even more. So Foolish Burial becomes an extender in the deck, which is really good. And last but not least, I played the 1 Called by the Grave. I played this card to make this deck a 41 card deck. You can cut this card out if you guys would like, but I felt like drawing this card is essentially drawing a God card, which is really good. Next off, your hand traps, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Very generic hand traps. This deck can easily 1-card combos, so 1-card combos, especially with Vion backed up with like 2-3 hand traps, pretty much win the duel. So Ash becomes super duper nice. Next off, triple copies of Effect Veiler. This card is absolutely insane, especially this format against Sword Souls. You want to stop the Moye and of course the Strategist, so Effect Veiler just does the job. If you draw multiple copies of Veiler, you can activate them multiple times in the exact same turn. Great hand traps. And of course, triple copies of Infinite Impermanence. Really good as well. Same effect as Effect Veiler. You can use multiple copies of this card if you open up in your first turn, which is really, really good. So 9 hand traps. And last but not least, a good universal spell card in the deck is triple copies of Forbidden Droplet. Really good at going second and breaking boards. Ideally with this deck, you kind of want to go first. You can also go second as well. Going second, you can easily OTK your opponent. So triple copies of Droplet to run off for the entire deck. I think the deck list is absolutely perfect. You guys can cut out 1 card to make this deck an exactly 40 card deck. But I feel like this deck is pretty nice. Next off for your extra deck, the 1 Decimator, 1 Wonder Driver, of course, for the links. 2 copies of Cross Crusader and 1 Predator Plant Verde Anaconda. Anaconda is so good with Fusion Destiny, obviously. Next for fusions, double Dark Law, of course, Acid, and the 1 Mass Hero Blast for your Mass Hero monsters, which is absolutely insane. Next off for your E-Hero fusions, Absolute Zero, you want to play the 1 Escarado. Obviously, the Dark Under Miracle Fusion is also really, really great. And last but not least, the 1 Elemental Hero Sunrise. Last but not least, for your Destiny Hero fusions, Dystopia, obviously dangerous, really good at dump Shadow Mist. And last but not least, the God card himself, Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Oh my god, guys, this card is so good. A lot of people forget its first effect. Your opponent monster loses 200 attack for each hero monster in your graveyard. So it's like a Shizuku, which is insane. And you can, it's basically a Dryden, which revives back itself every single turn. This card is ridiculous, and it's going to be problematic, guys. This card beats over Dragoon like it's nothing, because on summon, it just makes Dragoon lose attack, and you just run over it, which is really, really good. So that's pretty much it, guys, for your fusions. Let's go on with your combos real quick. Alright guys, welcome to the combo segment of this video. This combo is absolutely insane, Post Burst of Destiny. I really hope you guys enjoy. The first combo will involve using only Fusion Destiny and the amount of craziness that you can actually produce with just this one single card right here. Before we get started with the combo, guys, just a quick reminder that today is the last and final day to get your limited edition Darkest Phoenix playmat. Make sure you guys get it today in the link down below. After today, this playmat will no longer be available. So today is your last chance if you guys haven't gotten it already. You guys are amazing and thank you so much for supporting the channel. All right, guys, without further ado, start off with the very first combo. So what can you do with just a single Fusion Destiny? Well, let me tell you, you can do a lot. All right, guys, you can do a lot. Where's my cards? Well, first and foremost, you want to activate, of course, Fusion Destiny. This card allows you to send your Destiny Hero Malicious and also your Denier to the graveyard to fusion summon into your Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Now what you do next is super duper simple. You're going to banish your Malicious that's in your graveyard to special summon your second copy of Malicious directly from the deck. Now what's going to happen next is that you're going to activate your Denier's effect. This card easily discard since you control a Destiny Hero monster on the field. You get a special Denier from your grave. Once the Denier is summoned, you basically get to activate this card's effect to stack Malicious to the top of your deck. So you're going to turn Malicious to the top of your deck right here, which is really good. So I'm going to use this in my graveyard, and this is going to be my deck. Alright, now what's going to happen next is that you're going to use Malicious and also your Denier, link these two cards off to the graveyard. You're going to link summon into, of course, your Cross Crusader. Once Cross Crusader comes out, you're going to activate your Cross Crusader's effect to revive back the Malicious. Now you're going to activate Cross Crusader to tribute the Malicious, okay, to add a Vision Hero Vion directly from your deck to your hand. Now what's going to happen next, super simple, you're going to normal summon Vision Hero Vion. Since you haven't normal summoned yet, summon this card, activate Vion's ability to dump Shadow Mist from your deck to the grave. Once Shadow Mist is sent to the graveyard, you're going to activate your Shadow Mist effect to search your Destiny Hero Plasma directly from your deck into your hand. Now what you do next is you're going to activate your Vion's effect. You're going to banish your Shadow Mist that's in your graveyard. Okay, cool. You are going to search your Polymerization directly from your deck into your hand. Alright, cool. Since you put back Malicious to the top of your deck, you're going to banish your Malicious to special Malicious directly from your deck, which is really good. Now what you do is super duper simple. You have 3 monsters in the field. You're going to tribute all 3 monsters to special summon your Plasma from your hand. Alright? This is your first turn opening board with a skill drain on the field. Alright? You have a skill drain with the Dryden Pop, which reoccurs itself. Which is absolutely insane, right? And remember, you have 4 hero monsters in your graveyard. That means that all your opponent's monsters will lose 800 attack. This can pop any problematic threats, and Plasma will just be able to negate everything, right? Which is so good. So that's pretty much it for your 1-card combo to get you access to your Phoenix and your Plasma. Let's go on with the second combo real quick. Alright guys, welcome to the second combo. The second combo that I want to showcase you guys is kind of like a bread and butter combo when it comes to summoning Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, backed off with Sunrise and also with Absolute Zero. So what can you do with Ferris and Shadow Mist? Alright guys, you guys can also achieve similar combos with Ferris and Mally. There are so many different ways to get access into this combo right here. But one of the primary ways is obviously opening up with Ferris and also Shadow Mist. So what can you do? First, you want to activate Ferris, send Shadow Mist to the graveyard, especially with Ferris. You want to activate Shadow Mist Chainlink 1, Ferris Chainlink 2. Ferris, of course, is going to set increase to the spawn trap card zone. And of course, Shadow Mist is going to get its effect to search your Denier directly from your deck into your hand. Alright, so this is your hand right here. Now you're going to activate your increase, tribute the Ferris, summon the increase, activate increase's effect to special summon Vion directly from the deck. Now you're going to activate Vion's effects and summon. You're going to dump your Destiny Hero Malicious to the graveyard. Okay, now what you do is you're going to banish your Shadow Mists in your graveyard. You're going to add your Polymerization directly from your deck into your hand. Okay, now what you do next is that you're going to use Vion and also increase. Link these 2 cards to the graveyard to summon, of course, your Cross Crusader right here. Alright, once Cross Crusader is summoned, you're going to activate your Cross Crusader's effect to special summon your Destiny Hero Malicious that's in your graveyard. Now you're going to activate your Cross Crusader to tribute the Malicious to add your Liquid Soldier directly from your deck into your hand. Now what you're going to do is super simple. You're going to banish the Malicious that's in your graveyard. You're going to special summon your second copy of Malicious directly from the deck. You are going to link Malicious and also Cross Crusader to the graveyard. Okay, you're going to summon your Wonder Driver right here, which is really awesome. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to activate your Polymerization. Alright, you're going to fuse these 2 cards to the graveyard to summon, of course, your Elemental Hero Sunrise. You can choose to activate Liquid Soldier now if you want to, but for this example, to make it more cleaner, we'll just use it at the end, so things don't get confusing for you guys, especially those of you who are new. You can choose to activate this now, or you can activate it later once you Miracle Fusion for Absolute Zero, right? So Sunrise Chainlink 1, Wonder Driver Chainlink 2, Wonder Driver Chainlink 2 to target the polymerization in your graveyard to reset it, and Sunrise is going to get its effect to search your Miracle Fusion directly from your deck into your hand. Now what's going to happen next, since you have a Destiny Hero monster in the graveyard, other than Denier, you're going to activate your Denier's effect to special summon itself to your side of the field. Now, since it's special summon, you're going to activate your Denier's effect to put Malicious to the top of your deck. Now, you're going to banish your Malicious that's in your graveyard once again to special summon the second Malicious that you put back in your deck. Alright? Now what you're going to do is you're going to activate your Polymerization. You're going to fuse these 2 cards to the graveyard. You're going to make the King himself, the Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. And now what's going to happen next is that you can activate your Miracle Fusion, banish your Cross Crusader and also your Liquid Soldier that's in your graveyard right now, okay, to summon, of course, your Elemental Hero Absolute Zero right here. And this board is insane because, number one, all your opponent monsters loses 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They lose 1,000 attack. Also, at the same time, Sunrise will boost everything up by 200 as well. So since you control 3 different attributes, this card will boost everything up by 600, which is absolutely insane. This board is also really good at going first because you have Sunrise pop in the battle phase. Also at the same time, you have Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer pop. And if you have cards like Mass Change, okay, with Absolute Zero, you can easily have a board wipe, which is really, really good, right? So you have Mass Change into Acid, and Acid, of course, wipes back row. And also at the same time, once you bring out Acid, all right, guys, Absolute Zero will trigger to destroy all monsters on the field. Which is absolutely insane. So this board is very versatile. I love this board. I think this is one of the craziest way to play this deck. I think it's so good. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the bread and butter combo for this deck. 2-card combos with Ferris and also Shadow Mist, and the 1-card combo with Fusion Destiny. There are so many different variations of the combos you guys can explore. I want you guys to do a little bit of homework and explore that yourself. And learning how to play this deck is just super fun. And you guys already know I'm a huge Hero fan, and I'm going to be playing this deck for the rest of the format, man. Alright, guys, so that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts on these combos in the comment section below. Let me know what do you guys think about the deck profile, or Heroes going to be good on the upcoming format. And make sure you guys get your limited edition Darkest Phoenix playmat today. Today is the last and final day to get them, and once it's gone, it is gone forever. This is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright, guys, peace.